안녕하십니까. 이번 영상은 코리아 이니셔티브 네트워킹 그라운드 킹의 인터뷰인데요. KITE AI와 함께합니다. Hello Chi, can you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, nice meeting you. I'm Chi, and thanks for having me, FIREANT. I'm the co-founder and CEO of KITE AI, and my background comes from the AI and big data background before I started KITE with the team. Basically, a brief intro about myself. I did my PhD from UC Berkeley.
PhD, UC Berkeley. Okay. Oh yeah, keep going. Yeah.
Thank you. Focus on machine learning and causal inference. Nowadays, the fancy word is called explainable AI. And then after that, I was a founding member of an AI startup called Data, basically focusing on working on automated and machine learning platforms, which is essentially the old way of like democratizing AI technologies to we call citizen data scientists before Gen AI and ChatGPT become popular. And then after that, I went to Databricks to lead the product management for their data engineering solutions. For people who are not familiar with Databricks, they're right now probably one of the most high-value private company in the world that focuses on data and AI infrastructure. Recently just raised around that at $100 billion valuation, so very proud of the colleagues. And after that, I started KITE with my co-founder Scott, and essentially we're building the we call base layer for the future Agentic Internet.
네, 이게 여기 아마 자막으로 나갈지 모르겠는데 UC 버클리면은 우리나라 서울대가 뭐야? 이제 전 세계 탑 대학에서 학부, 석사, 박사 다음에 포스트 닥터거든요. PhD가 포스트 닥터인데 거기까지 이제 가방끈이 진짜 길다 못해서 넘쳐 흐른다 이렇게 보면 되겠습니다. 네, let's move to question section. Yeah, KITE AI might be unfamiliar to Korean users. What inspired you to start this project?
Yeah, very good question. So first of all, we really see everybody probably in the whole world see what's going on with with Gen AI and how fast the whole industry, technology, and everything evolved. And we definitely think, like especially this year, we call it the era of agents. What does that mean is over the past two years, I think a lot of people are pushing on the boundary of foundation models capability and everything, and people start seeing like agents itself become more usable than before, which I still believe, like I still remember like 3 years ago, there's a bunch of like agent companies that start a little bit too early before the market was ready, and then they end up being acquired by the big company or like didn't get the additional funds. But this year is totally different, especially with the launch of like Manas, which showed to people how the general purpose agents can really be powerful and usable by normal people. Plus like the launch of DeepSeek, for example, dramatically reduced the cost of the AI model inference, and also which essentially makes agents super useful or more useful than before, and the launch and actually evolving with a very fast speed. Based on that, we really see the whole future is actually marching towards we call the third internet. Or like the agentic internet. What does that mean is we think like starting from 1995, which is the initial, we call it like the first era of internet, is actually the desktop based internet, and that is where initially like a Google and all those like big companies started with. And fast forward to about 2010, that is where we call like the mobile internet started become super popular, and then that is where like Facebook, Instagram, and Snap, and all those like social media apps and the companies become like super big. Then now, 15 years later, we are much towards the third era of internet. We believe it's actually what we call the agentic internet. And what essentially does that mean is we believe that in the future there's going to be more agents than human that's operating on top of on internet that's on behalf of users, no matter is it the individuals or businesses to do stuff. And with that, how would you be able to really facilitate the agent to autonomously work for like a human, for business, but with the trust in the process, because you don't want the agent to randomly like access something that you don't want them access or overspend your money and use all your money to purchase some like fancy like bags or like a clothes. And in that case, how would you have those infrastructure build that, empower that future? That's why we think like what we are building, we call it essentially a programmable trust infrastructure that's really enable agents to autonomously operate on internet, but with the trust and the governance in the process. Yeah.
Okay, then please explain what is KITE AI more easily for Korean retail users, right? Yeah, more easily. Yeah, I know you're a postdoctor. Yeah, you can explain really details, but I hope if you explain rephrase more easily, yeah, they can more acceptable. Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. So essentially, in this way, you can think of what do we need as a human in society to make, for example, like a purchase. And in that case, you have credit card. You use your credit card or a Samsung Pay or those things to make payments. The same thing will be needed for agents as well. So how do you enable agent to really do like payments autonomously with, again, like the governance, which means like you have the spending rules and controls on the agents that don't will guard the guardrail the agent to don't like spend something that you don't want. That is what we think is one of the piece that KITE is solved. And another thing is probably everybody here in Korea or like in US, in China, all those countries, they have their own national citizenship, and that means you usually have an ID, like identifier to identify who you are as a citizen in this country. And that is what we consider need to happen with agent as well. So essentially, each of the agents that operate on the internet, we think they also need a native identity that's allow them to attest that who they are, what they want to do, where they come from, and whether they have the like permission and rights to access the services or access accounts that you allow them. So that is what we consider what the agent needs. So essentially identity and payments and governance is exactly how human is right now operating on the internet, and we think that with agents in the future that they need the same set of like tools and infrastructures for them.
Okay. Thank you for your detailed explain. Next question is about fundraise. Yeah, KITE AI has secured impressive funding. What do you think was the key to attracting to investors? I think previous when I made this question, I didn't realize you are Berkeley postdoctor. Yeah, but you can rephrase. You can explain. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I think first of all, we're definitely very thankful and fortunate for this funding and the support from the investors. We think it's mainly for three reasons that make this funding successfully happen.
Number one.
Yep. Number one is I think the thesis and the future makes sense to investors, especially because the lead investors we raised the fund was from like the Silicon Valley-based investors like PayPal Ventures and General Catalyst. I think those VCs were usually betting on like the very like future-looking and the forward-thinking type of ideas that they think will change the world. So I think the thesis itself makes a lot of sense. Essentially, I think this thesis is basically betting on for that agentic internet, you do need to rebuild or like have a new set of infrastructure for that web or like for the internet, and that is one of the pieces we're solving. And so that's the first reason. And the second reason I think is definitely a lot of like the because this is a Series A fund, it's not like the first raise. So that's essentially come from a lot of endorsement we had from our partners and communities about some of the early success we already had with them, and I think that's due diligence, that helped a lot on the due diligence side. And the third is, I think it's very important about the team's background. So I come from more like the AI and big data background. Similarly as my co-founder, he is also like an infrastructure distributed system expert. Essentially he was the engineering committee chair at Uber, overseeing a lot of their infrastructure platform building. And besides that, besides two of us, we have a a very comprehensive team, come from the applied AI and the blockchain industry background. For example, Lei and Vic, both of them actually used to be the head of BD and head of protocols at Near Foundation, which Near is one of the other very scalable and performant layer 1 blockchains in the space. So with that all adding together, I think that makes us kind of like having that ingredient needed for the investors to bet on the.
Okay, really appreciate your detailed explain. Next question is for retail users. What opportunities are able for users to get involved in KITE AI?
Very good question. First of all, we think this is, again, like, because it's a layer 1 project, we think community is super important, and we also view like a Korean community as one of the very, like a top and important communities groups for us. So the first way to participate into KITE is actually through our testnet v2. Ozone testnet right now is up running for probably already for over two months. So it's quite stabilized, and a lot of users already participate into the testnet. So if you guys are interested, feel free to, because this is actually what we call like the front store of like getting into the Agentic Internet, and through the testnet, we are able to interact with a lot of the agents that's built and provided by our partners in the ecosystem across many different use cases, like the GameFi use case, or like a trading use case, and so on and so forth. So that's one. And second is we also have a dedicated Telegram group that is for the Korean community, and feel free to join that group. That we were posting a lot of like the latest updates about KITE, and also we are planning to start some of the Korea-specific campaign in that group very soon. So that's yeah.
Next question is for project milestone user can expect. What are your plans for the next 3 months?
Very good question. First of all, we because the testnet again has been run for a while, so the first thing that we plan to really push forward is we call like the private mainnet launch, and with that, the exciting part with that launch is then we can actually finally have like the real money, like stable coin type of like USDC, PYUSD run on top of that, which is very important for some of the use cases we are building with our partners like PayPal and others. That's for like agentic shopping, agentic commerce. That's all essentially is allowing now the agents, no matter is your personal agent where you just use ChatGPT or Anthropic Cloud to purchase like a milk or like a grocery or clothes across different merchant platforms using stablecoin. So that is essentially the type of the first most important milestone we want to achieve, which is essentially like push for the private mainnet. And then on top of that, actually a lot of like the exciting partnerships with some of the blue chip Web2 and Web3 top companies are going to be announced soon by our media, and that is essentially is what we are trying to build, like again like the agentic economy with different type of like services, like data providers, model providers, and MCP type of providers onto our network, and essentially the marketplace that's on top of.
Actually, FireAnt community is crypto community. This is not a serious question. When community can expect TGE? When TGE, sir? Yeah.
Yeah, we got this type of questions not only every day, almost like a minute on Twitter. Yeah. It's definitely on the roadmap. It's I think we are it's definitely will come in like the next few months. But one thing we definitely want to make sure is there's a successful launch. So all those, no matter is like the technical preparation or like the ecosystem, like a maturity and everything, we want to make sure they're there. That are ready for the TGE. So but we will make again like more announcements about this later on.
This question is like this King interviews fixed question. This is also too don't serious much. Yeah, really for fun. Yeah, KITE AI token will launching soon, maybe in a few months. Yeah, which FTD do you expect?
Oh wow,
Yeah, not serious. Just for fun. Yeah.
that's a very controversial or like a sensitive questions. We are still like by sort of like finalizing about like a lot of like the token play, including like the tokenomics, and also like what is the rights like FTV that we should be launched at. I think that is a combination of not only our we think the robust design of like the token, but also related to like the market, the current market status, especially when we close to when we launch the token. So we cannot right now. I cannot give a concrete exact number, but the only thing I want to say is. We will make sure it's a very thoughtful number before we make the launch. But also because you would see like because we already raised like $33 million dollars from investors, so you can guess like the FTV potential.
3 billion. Okay. Yeah. She says 33 billion. Okay. Yeah. just joke.
Yeah. But you know like you can deduct some of the range from that.
Yeah, we cannot realize future. Yeah, just expect. Yeah, just hope. Yeah, this is last word for this interview. Can you leave last word for Korean community?
First of all, again, like thank you so much for having me today and be willing to listen to my, explanation about KITE. And second of all, I'm very excited about the Korean community and how we can actually form like a closer bond with each single of you guys. And we actually plan to also like have more events and more like meetups that will be in the Korean region, actually even after KBW. So please join either following our X Twitter or like join the Korean dedicated TG group, and we will have a lot of like the updates on what's going on there, and we would love to see you in many of those events we're gonna have in Korea.
이것으로 오늘 카이트 AI와의 인터뷰를 모두 마치도록 하겠습니다. 감사합니다.